Allow me to worship Chukwukika Biama on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now, I will present you to Chukwukika Biama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resided in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain. We are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you, Chukwukika Biama, we came amaranime ndumuginime the IPOB. Ne beni ne di chiche. Ruwe beni ne owasoturu. Kiipe magi ne beregi di krobaso ha. Uposi ne kendo ha. Okwasu sweli igwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating. The saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them. And we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resoluteness. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo, because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living, that they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will, and it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow, and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and epic task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve thee. Chukwu Biama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them bar none. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful. against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. That you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. Ise, Ise, Ise.
We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being stabbed to death by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo. Everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute. That we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwuabiama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish.
Oh nada, land of the righteous, John Davine, my originality. Land of the righteous, Biafra, land of the righteous, Biafra, my home, my fatherland. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Was made from the east, south, and the middle. Great Biafran people. We take it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And as we were lost in idol worship, the British entered in. Trading on the Niger, exploiting your people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take so them enter there. I brought in civilization, brought in your religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got anterior motive. With religion splitted us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, Nana. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left out where we got. Now it's the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayo, Biafra, land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my descendants of Abraham, from Father Isaac, descendants of Jacob, Biafra is a reality, my originality.
Why are you people lying? Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to put Biafra who asked us to come. Not by our own might nor power nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial master, criminal master, a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar, brought together all them captives, including Jah people, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding on the reason first to coexist together. In the plant of confusion, describe it as oil and the water that can never mix. Planted the cabals, the representatives here in Nigeria, looting all our treasures, colonial external marginalization of the Biafrans. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayoy, Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. My fatherland. Land of the rising. Land of the rising sun. My home, my fatherland. My originality. Land of the rising sun. Sweet home, my fatherland. I will live in Biafra. I love the rising.
Yeah. We took Biafra who asked us to come. Not by our own might nor power nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial master, criminal master, a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar, brought together all them captives, including Jah people, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah, different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything, overstanding on the reason first to coexist together. In the plant of confusion, describe it as oil and the water that can never mix. elected the cabals, them representatives. Here in Nigeria, looting on our treasures, colonious external marginalization of the Biafrans. Now is the time for manifestation. Now is the time to be raised up. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Ayoy, Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. My fatherland. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. My home, my fatherland. My originality. Land of the rising sun. Home sweet home, my fatherland. I believe in Biafra. I love the rising. Yes, there was a country before the game. Yeah, my home, my fatherland. Yes, it's a reality. Biafra is a reality. My originality. Home sweet home.
Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are, all over the world, I would say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, the mother station, of course. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And I must tell you, this is one truth. This is one truth. Most of us will not be able to comprehend the truth behind the mindset when these words were uttered. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo simply say, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, he's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari-Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people. But I must remind you that almost 60 years now, no single individual from the Biafran enclave have been able to stand up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran nation. And this is one undeniable truth and fact. And so he remained the one and the only that command the loyalty of the Biafran people. By the special grace of Chukwu Kike Abiyama, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. We must appreciate the Creator, Chukwu Kike Abiyama, the one who sits in heaven and preside over the affair of man, the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. That in the end, he will wipe away our tears. That in the end, he will put our enemies to shame. For he has already put in them on their turks, on their heels. And they will know no peace until Biafra is restored. But we are determined by his grace. We will go to the length and the width of the Biafra nation. We will visit kingdoms and nations. We will visit any planet if necessary. We will go to heaven and we will question her if what we experience today is of our doing. But of course we know that our Redeemer liveth. Our Redeemer liveth. And so once again I welcome you. Like I said, I will not proceed until I acknowledge him. And those who are still in the mood of prayers, you must continue. But of course, God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. And then we make no mistake about that. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Elohim and Adonai. Age to age, you are still the same. By the power of your word, oh, El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Elohim and Adonai. I will praise and lift you high. El Shaddai, Chimo, El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Elohim and Adonai. Age to age, you're still the same. By the power of your name, El Shaddai, El Shaddai, Elohim and Adonai. We will praise and lift you high, El Shaddai. You are the pillar that holds our life. You are the pillar that holds our life. Elohim, you are the pillar that holds our life. Jehovah Nissi, you are the pillar. You are the pillar that holds our life. You are the Alpha, Omega. We worship you, O Lord. You are worthy to be praised. We give you all the glory. We worship you alone. You are worthy to be praised. Anamacho imaragyo kawera pupasugiwe onyenwe na Chineke nala analacho imaragi imakwana anyị na jake mao n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadio ịmakwana inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ebu Alfa na Omega anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o. And of course, we must continue. Our people must understand. There are a lot of things you will not understand, but I do not blame you. I won't blame you, honestly, but we will not change our ways. We are Biafrans. We are here because of Biafra. And so waiting concern me and you. But the truth is that we will never change our ways. And now everybody will bear testament. Britain will bear testament. American will bear testament. China will bear testament. India will bear testament. African will bear testament. Malaysia will bear testament. Everybody who have heard about the name Biafra will know that these people can never stop. We are the heart of the black individuals. We Biafrans are the hearts of every black man, including Fulani and Yoruba. The day they will realize this truth, they will stop fighting for those things that are inconsequential. For we are here to defend that which makes money insufficient. Then I see some people with little changes that one Fulani will just sign signature and you are gone. You are yapping and you are sharing. Oh my God. You wouldn't understand. And then the prophet of God shouted and said, how will I keep quiet? How can I be mute? For the word of God is like a fire in my marrow. If I keep quiet, it will consume me. And so we speak. But of course, I won't digress further. Our topic this morning is simple. What it takes to restore Biafra. What does it take to restore Biafra? Biafra was forbidden before now. You don't talk about it. You don't say anything about it. There are many reasons behind that. We will exploit them. And then we thank God for IPOB and her leadership. They came forward. They said no. Nobody have the right to say, don't talk about Biafra, shut up about Biafra. You are a 3 lazy fellow anyway you talk about Biafra. But I just don't know how I can begin to refresh my memory about this thing without telling you that thunder will fire you. I simply cannot know how I will tell you that you are evil and God will punish you. I just don't want to say it, but I see myself saying it. Because you people's evil, your cup is full and running over. Honestly. Some people say, he's just gonna on a parade mado, he's just gonna insult people, but I just cannot control it. And so when you want to consume me, when this truth that Amadioha will kill you, thunder will fire you, and Elohim will destroy you, burns within my brain, I won't suffer it alone, I will give it to you. So you get out there and embrace this truth. How long, my brothers? How long, my sisters? Are we actually for sale? Are we for sale? Are we now for more that you are selling? May God have mercy upon all of you. Men may rise up and say, let us play God and deceive God, as your colonial masters are doing. But in the end, you will know that there is a God that sits in the heavens of heaven, and he presides over the affair of man. For you were born one day, you will die one day. Forget about those aliens trying to concord history, trying to reconfigure the earth. They will go. They are not here. If you are a stranger, you will go. Or BJ Ghana, you will go. Don't worry. What does it take to restore a nation? One thing you must understand when it comes to the issue that God made man free. Do not forget that yes, he made man free moral agent, but other men made man slave by creating money. And money gave room to greed. And because of greed, man made man a slave, a beast of burden, in order to exploit them. And many identity has been mistaken. And we can call it mistaken identity. Greed has made the Nigerian leaders not to be able to fathom the condition of the general populace of our people, but rather choose to turn them into the beast of burden. Just like the same way you have it in every other African country. When we come here, we talk about the Arewa nation, we talk about the Oduduwa nation, we talk about the Biafra nation, those of you trapped in this shithole called Nigeria. The Hausa youth will be there and say, oh, I'm going to kill Inyamere, I'm going to kill Igbo, I will kill Biafra, they are evil, I am born to rule. But like I said, I can't just hold it. Thunder will fire you. Because the last time I checked, more than 95% of the northern Arewa youth are poor, beggars, drug addicts. They take the worst part of their own drug addiction is that they don't take cocaine. It's not okay for them. They don't even smoke Igbo. They smoke Tramadol. Open toilet, put pipe, be sucking the hair. They smoke, oh my God. If Satan smoke what this northern youth smoke, Satan will run away. That is why there is still slave trade in their territory. And when you are calling Fulani youth and Hausa youth and Middle Belton youth, as they call themselves, to rise up and stop this evil, they'll be yapping, oh, we are born to rule. You are born to rule me, Abi. God will punish all of you. I have told you, I try not to say God punish you, but I see myself saying you, thunder fire you. I just can't help it. Pardon me, please. Pardon me. Allow me to use that expression. At least so there will be peace in the era. No, we are Arewa youth, we are giving Igbo quick notice. Oh, we are Middle Belton, we go in and kill Igbo. Yoruba are there yapping. Let me tell you, if you people don't wake up, you are black, you are black. You can't do anything about it. I have to accept it. Fulani is black. Hausa is black. Yoruba is black. Middle Belt is black. Biafra is black. Upland, riverine, bottom line, sideline, everyone, even xenophobia. You see, when I see South African xenophobia president trying to do certain things, I keep him quiet. They think we don't know what happened to Nelson Mandela. One day we will ask South African people, what is the secret behind the 67 minutes you people observe in honor of Mandela? And that most of you will begin to understand that the imposter in Aso Rock didn't start from Nigeria. There is an imposter in South Africa some time ago. If xenophobia What is the name? Rumophobia. The president of South Africa can come out and tell you the reason why South Africa celebrates 67 seconds, and then you begin to see the truth. Everyone say, imposter in Abuja. No, they are lying. It's a propaganda. It's Buhari. We know all these things. I believe I have sent a direct signal, a direct Biafran's vibration to British government. And then some South African lunatic will be there and say, oh, we are observing 67 seconds for Nelson Mandela. You think we are stupid? If you know the information we have access to, you will let Biafran go in the next minute. But don't worry. When death want to kill a dog, he stopped the dog from listening to the or hearing the sound of the master's whistle. And so you gonna die, man. And then we say we are here to fight freedom. Some people are yapping and trying to claim intellectual and I too know and I too know. There is a power that sits in heaven. He presides over the affair of man. He's the one that shapes our way. Don't dare him because you are gone as a people. But of course, it's not the race of Biafra. It's not the race. You are a black man, you are a black chimpanzee. That is what they say you are. This is a race to liberate the blacks. And so in America, we can have a community strictly known as Biafran community or blacks community. Do you have that in America? As a way you can come back and pack your motor. There are communities in America that have dominant influence of the Chinese people. What do they call this community? Is it Vancouver? It should be Vancouver. Go there, it look like Japan or China. Vancouver. I thought it should be in America or is it in Canada? But go there, you will see an ancient dominant appearance. What about Jewish? Which community in America actually represent black? Is it a prison yard? But you are comfortable and you are analyzing is insulting people. You are not analyzing the level of degrading human treatment method upon you. May God have mercy upon you. It's okay. What it takes to restore a nation. I do not hate Hausa. I don't hate Fulani. I don't hate Yoruba. I don't hate Saboteur. I don't hate those against Biafra restoration. It doesn't matter who you are. I do not hate you, collaborator. But I tell you, thunder will fire you and Amadioha will kill you because of your stupidity. Ndiara, you sponsor terrorism against me. God will punish all of you. Make sure that I am operating in a level where I have God holding me. Let me lose God. God will punish all of you. And then when I come here and I say, you know, the Lord is merciful and then he's going to help us. Throw your sorrow away. Let us worship the Lord. Let us give him praise. And now we begin to sing. The Lord walks in a mysterious way. The Lord walks in a mysterious way. Jehovah walks in a mysterious way. Then that big drum for you. The Lord walks in it. Of course you are right. And then he's walking in a mysterious way. And you can't design his path. May God have mercy upon you. This is Radio Biafra Israel and I remain George Onyibe. People must understand. Move sentiment away. David said, when the righteous strike me, it shall be an anointing oil in my head. That means he has been able to reason beyond human level. Most of us can't take it. When you find yourself from such a nation that have been enslaved, such a nation that desire freedom, there are many elements that must be installed for this to be possible. Biafrans have been dealt with. That is the way these people dealt with us. They rubbish us. When I see you, you are talking, oh, I'm intellectual, oh, I'm in diaspora, oh, I'm in heaven, oh, I'm in hellfire. I don't blame you. Your language must be straight. Your action towards your people must be straight. Aside that, you are worse than Boko Haram and Fulani headsmen. I don't care whose ought is got. You do what you have to do. It gives us to another. I have noticed something in life. When one door is closed, many more is open.
So you close that door. So the next just door can open. And my people in Parable, those of you who are holding the rope that connect to our life, cut it, let us die. I have a friend, his name is Edeki. He's from Warri. In those days, I was in Lagos. We had issue with Nigerian police. We confront them, go and ask Orile police station. Go to Orile in Lagos and ask them of Edeki. They will tell you, are you talking about George Onibe? Go, those of you in Orile Igomu, go there and ask of Edeki. I confronted Orile Igomu police station between 1994 to 1998. Confronted them bomber to bomber. Who the heck are you? Who the heck are you, man? When will they lose some people? Madman, you see, let me tell you something that happened. During the time of Chibuike Amechi, Yoruba in Rivers State, they now made a law to be arresting mad people, that is driver, and taking them to psychiatric hospital. They catch one driver and took him to a psychiatric hospital for test. Why? Because they said he parked in a wrong bus stop, a bus stop that never existed. And when this driver got to the psychiatric hospital somewhere in Rumugbo, those of you in Port Harcourt, we know you have psychiatric hospital in Rumugbo. This driver felt so bad on police handcuff, hand and leg in psychiatric hospital. He was shouting, I know the crazy, I know the crazy, I'm not mad, I'm not mad. They said, shut up. The man was shouting because he was not mad. That he was in the middle of mad people. Psychiatric patient in Rumugbo, Port Harcourt, who came for treatment. And then while he was shouting, one madman tapped him and said, brother, cool down. Now so all of us take starts. Osetiana. Madman called the third normal man now say, cool down. Now so all of us take start. Now so madness they start to. They can't do anything. They are talking. But of course, yes, we are talking. Don't let it get to shooting. You don't lose focus, man. Sometimes I go can't talk another thing. I will can't talk another. But I'm not. It doesn't bother me because I know that when Chukwu Kikabiama preside over what we are doing, who the heck are you to come and dictate for him? Play your role. Some see physical, others see spiritual. Honestly, Mazenande Kanu gave up the throne of Afari Beku. Nigerian Boko Haram army are jumping up and down doing show of us there. He saw spiritual aspect of the throne. And then there is another Tokumbo, somewhere supposedly inside River State. He ran to Bayelsa and he's now saying, "Did you see my Range Rover Sport?" I don't want to say God punish you, but thunder fire you. Ndiara, you do your worst. Our hearts are ready. Our soul are ready. And yes, we want to hear you came. Kerone, we want someone who can you. Yeah, freedom fighter. What do you know what is about freedom? Oh my God. Let's just start reading foundation, because there are about 7 principles that we must imbibe on. We must make it part of our beating heart. Beating heart. As your heart is beating, it should be passing this information, sending this vibration to you, that you can know no peace nor have no rest until that which you seek is given to you. Honestly, I must tell you. But of course, we must continue. We are looking for, when it comes to the issue of restoring nation, if any nation in the world did not support Biafra, don't feel bad about it. They were there too. They know what they did. They ran on the offense. That is why we must soar on the wings of civil disobedience. It's our right after all. They paid the price. Are you ready to pay the price? Are you ready when the Lord shall come? Are you ready when Biafra shall come? It could be in the morning, 6 o'clock, in the evening, 9 o'clock. Are you ready when Biafra shall come? You just listen to this audio and then we'll continue from there.
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word. All right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all that the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well, then show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a worm, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground that we will match you and we will override you. And if that's what you're afraid of us, then tell us that just what you're afraid of. But don't keep hiding it from us and holding this up to us, and every time we ask you for something, you give us a little bit of something, and it's all tokenism. We don't want tokenism. And there are most black men in this world that don't want charity. And yet still every time we ask you for something, you give us a little piece, a little piece. You're playing games with us. We're not children. We're big men. I've seen my father have to put up with all kinds of stuff. He was a big man. He raised a family. He went down south, and he had to go around to the back door with his wife. We're not asking for anything. We're not asking for any favors. All we want is what's ours. Now, there are many black veterans who are coming back, and they're mad. They're angry. Do you think that they're going to sit down through this? Our fathers didn't have the knowledge that we have. They sat through it. But there are other black youth that are not going to sit through it. We know about Che. We know about Fanon. We've read the books of our revolution. We've listened to Mao and his quotations. We know where we stand. We're not going to sit for it. We're asking, and if we ask and we don't get, we're prepared to stand up and take it. If I ask a man, I tell a man I am hungry. I tell him I am cold. And I ask him to do something about my condition. And this man holds a loaf of bread right in front of me so I can see it, and I keep asking him, I'm begging him to please give me a slice of the loaf of bread. I am hungry. Then it is known by every psychologist that the next step in the progression is I am going to knock him upside the head and take the bread from him. I'm not going to starve to death. All we're asking, no one wants to see blood. No one likes the smell of blood. No one wants war. Anyone who's been in war doesn't want war. Everyone knows what it is to see the inside of a man's gut hanging out and see your friends die, see relatives die. No one wants to regress back to the state of mind where you have to think it's all for the cause, therefore my mother has to die, my wife has to die, my brothers and sisters have to die. No one wants that. But you're pushing us to it. You're leaving us no choice. We're asking, we're begging. The students up at Columbia, they ask. The brothers down south ask. The brothers in Latin America, the brothers in Africa, they're all asking. All they're doing is asking. Our fathers asked. Our grandfathers asked. The presidents of our universities, our colleges had to go to your back doors to beg that their children be given just enough money so that they could be taught something to live off. And yet still they asked and asked and asked, and you refused to give them anything. Now, we're just about out of patience. We're not going to ask anymore. The news media says that it's only the young that are militant, only the young that want this and want that. Okay, but we're 40% of the black population now. Or we were a year ago, and still yet we're climbing. Before long we'll be 50%, 55%, and then we'll have the command. We're not going to take it. We're not going to take sitting in rotten parks and in places that just aren't fit for living. We're not going to take it. There's a limit to a man's patience, and everyone knows that God, Christ, heaven, everyone knows that what we're asking is not $1 million. What we're asking for is humanity. We're asking to be allowed to live like human beings. And God, you tell us that this is too much to ask. You're sick. You're definitely sick.
Yes, they are sick. Everybody saying, no, don't talk about Biafra. You are sick. You are definitely sick. and we will cure your madness. If God asks us not to ask for Biafra, he is sick. If Satan asks us to ask for Biafra, he is sick. Not to talk of intellectual and criminal leaders in Africa. You are sick. Not to talk of American president, China president, Britain president, Theresa May, Japan president, not to ask for our freedom when they fought for the Africa. All of you are sick, evil, thunder, fire, all of honor. I will never be polite to any of you until you let us go. We're not asking for too much, honestly. We come here every day reminding you, please understand. It's a right to self-determination. We were here before you came. And then there are some terrorists, registered terrorists, British. If your country is a colonial master in Africa, you are a descendant of terrorists without apology. You come to terrorize. And do you have what it takes to talk to Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah? You certainly don't have what it takes to do that. That is why when you are hearing the issue of Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen, some people think Britain will do anything. Britain were the first terrorists who landed in Africa. How can a terrorist fight terrorists? Did you not hear the gospel of Jesus Christ? But you won't understand. You won't. Hey, we are world power. We are world power. God will punish all of you. You are evil. You are evil. You deceive us with Jennifer. You tell us heal the world. You tell us, which kind of people be this one? Which kind of people be this one? But of course, you can stop this madness coming. We're more enlightened than our fathers. We have access to information they never have access to the information to. And when we are done with all of you, you wish you never delay Biafra restoration. And somebody say he's bluffing. We don't bluff. We don't threaten people. We make promise we intend to keep. And believe me, we will keep this promise no matter what it takes. Honestly, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and I remain George Onibe. And now let us go back to our topic. I have over-digressed. Maybe we have to do season 2 of this topic. I was thinking Zugabyte will cut me off. The owner of Facebook, Zugabyte, he came to collect money from late Buhari. Since then, we cannot tell you what is happening. I have videos I want to show you people. Show the whole world what is happening in Nigeria. First Zugabyte, Facebook, we say, it violates our privacy. Thunder will fire all of you. Cut me off Yoruba Facebook here in Nigeria. God will punish all of you. This is how it works. I love Fela. Among other Yoruba people who their mother were pregnant by Igbo woman. Igbo man. You think Fela father is a Yoruba man? It can never be. If Yoruba should go and ask Fela mother who pregnanted her. I no be gentleman at all. I no be gentleman at all. I could be Reverend George Onibe, but I no be gentleman. You have no idea who the heck I am before I carry Bible. When I don't get sense, they are mad people. And then when we come, we now begin to give you melody song and say you feel good. You feel good. I feel good. I feel like jumping from Boko Haram. I feel good. Bam bam. I feel good. Bam bam. They are get on it. I sit back and I see people who are supposed to hate their situation and their circumstances. They are drinking pami and calling it wine. And then there's another person who they looked at it from that. They don't drink pami. Pami is safe. But yet Jesus turned wine into pami into water into pami. You deceiving me, right? You never know what we are telling our children. It's going to be grievful and rugged. We are coming out plain, and you reject our request. We will come out invisible. You won't see us not to know that we have requests. The territorial integrity of Nigeria is an integritarian bill and integritarian town, and it cannot be divided and be amalgamated. You are stupid. Thunder will fire you. Ndiara, you have what it takes to take this man from you. You do it now. Mad people. Let's look for that way and scatter the whole thing. I remember that song we used to sing in those days. They say, Opopo scatter, open the moto. Opopo scatter, open the moto. Get on it. What do you know what it takes to free a nation? You will know why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has gone jagger. You may don't tolerate no nonsense, but you won't understand. You think it's a politics of appeasement. Let's do it. Let's not offend them. We've not been offending them all this while. Look at where he led us to, and then let the next generation offend them. This will not be no met. Here can make no metan. Here who to no make ya metan in a Igbo emiliamo haye, haye. Igbo emu igalo kwadi haye nenu wakanye no haye. There are certain things you need to do when you are people who need freedom. And honestly, I won't continue with this topic. We will round it up in the next program because I have taken so much time because the spirit of Chukwu Kigaba just keep saying, and now he stopped me. I'll be back in a minute. So don't let them deceive you. I just have to stop here because we may not live here today.
Oh, nada. Land of the right side. John Love, my originality. Land of the right side. Biafra. Land of the right side. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. But they kill it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting Jah people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup to them entered. I brought in civilization, brought in Jah religion, and told us about America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got ulterior motive. With religion splitted us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, Nana. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left out where we got. Now it's the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. I know Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. My home, my father. The descendants of Abraham. From Father Isaac. The descendants of Jacob. Biafra is a reality. My fatherland. My originality.
Why are you people lying? Why don't you tell them they want an independent Biafra? Oh, they're fighting for their freedom. So we owe everything to put Biafra who asked us to come. Not in our own minds, nor power, nor will, but by the grace of the Most High.
Back in 1914, amalgamation, colonial master, criminal master, a mercenary soldier named Frederick Lugar, brought together all them captives, including Niger people, them Yorubas and them Ariwas, and so many other people called us Nigeria, Niger area. Oh, Nigeria, people with different religion, different beliefs, yeah. Different in culture and tradition, different language, different in everything. Overstanding on the reason for us to coexist together.
Yes, of course, our lines are open. Like our leader will always say, black man, may God have mercy upon you. You know, somebody said, how can you say if Chukwu Okike Abiama asks us not to seek for Biafra, and then you say Chukwu Okike Abiama is sick? No, how you don't say that, correct your statement. Thunder will fire you. Are you Chukwu Okike Abiama? Are you Chukwu Okike Abiama? You behaving like a Boko Haram to me. Muslims are there busy fighting for Allah. Can't Allah fight for himself? And sometimes I like Christians because Christians let Jesus fight for himself. And that is why Boko Haram are overrunning all the whole churches. Come on, pack your motor in the ara. You are not correcting Nigerian government, correct? Hey, God will punish you. Thunder will fire you. In the ara. Not until the day I come on air and I observe nobody is listening to what I'm saying. That is the day I know I have failed. As far as half person will look and go out, I know what I'm saying. You didn't send me. Are you Chukwu Okike Abiama? Ndiara. Look at you. If I call your name now, they give you typhoid fever. Mad people. You think I they look on our face? You think I come here, can't look face, make you like me? Suffer me, make I know the suffer. Magi them, ne Mario Yarimishi. Hey, then talk, are you Chukwu Okike Abiama? You dey craze? If Chukwu Okike Abiama cannot defend us, everything we have done this day is gone. Do you think Job don't know what he's saying? Job said, I am innocent. I've not committed any crime. I've not done anything. How I wish I know the court of God, so I will challenge God in the court, in his own court. But I don't know where to sue God to court. And then, whatever happened, in the end, I know my Redeemer liveth. Go and read the book of Job. Only to collect offering, you tell the people the truth about the Bible. God said, let's reason together. And I'm telling him before his very court, Chukwu Okike Abiama that made me, made my father, make heaven and earth, and made Biafra. If you set us here to fool us, we will deal with you. I am saying it, George Onibe. Kirone. How long are we going to be petting demons and think we are deceiving ourselves? Let every God that is God, let them rise up and defend their people and themselves. Elijah knew this truth. The God that answered by fire, oh, let it be my God. Let it consume me. Kirone, how can God threaten me with hellfire when I'm in hellfire already? Una no get sense? I didn't go to my topic today because there is no further time. We shall continue it later on when I have the privilege of coming on air. Indiara, call our WhatsApp. Are you still there?
Yes, I am here. My rep, I am here.
Good morning.
Indeed, I'm here. Good afternoon from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. My name still remains Ezekwem Uchechi. I'm from Okigwe Province, Biafra land, but residing here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Mazonibe, calm down. I can feel your pain, and I can feel your pain just like I can feel the pain of our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, yesterday when he was doing the narrating some of the things we don't know.
Sorry for interrupting you. You know what works? I should go and collect money from Fulani. And then after I collect money, and then when I come here, I cross my leg, I will be able to buy a rolling chair. And then when I'm broadcasting, most people don't even know the condition of this broadcast. And then I will be running and be drinking wine and I'll be speaking BB grammar. They think I can't speak a Queen's English. If I speak Queen's English, most of you will be amazed. But I'm going to speak Boko Haram English to enable you know where we are coming from. You can't be in a ghetto and be claiming to be in White House. And they don't provoke God. But we have been praying. Our people don't pray, so their knee be like a nyash of monkey. And we are still here fighting Boko Haram, Fulani Esme, Miati Allah, governors in Biafra land, Nigeria. You feel British government. For how long? How many generations has to die? Can people get what we are going through?
Igbo presidency. Oh, is he gonna Igbonize? He's gonna Igbonize. Our leaders say, what did the good luck Ebere Jonathan do for us? Go ahead, my brother, before I lose my temper. I can just
I like that Igbo adage you just spoke right now. Just like what they are just touching us on the nail. Touching all Biafrans all over the world. They don't know the speed that moves us. They don't know what challenges us. They don't know the kind of pain we are into. They don't know what we are passing through. They will make the law, they cannot fulfill it. Just like the clip you just played right now. I was just paying very much attention, listening to that clip. You see, the revolution is just happening, but some of us will not even understand. Who are the people that made the law? The United Nations. They made the law in 2007 when they legalized or pass a bill, the right of self-determination. What are that right of self-determination? Who are those that make that law for? Is black men race as different? Are they not human beings like them? Why would they make a law? They will not keep it. Biafrans all over the world since 2015 or more have been crying, lamenting every day, calling. I could remember 2016, 2015, every time or every month they will publish a United Nations number for us to call and tell them our plight and tell them what Biafrans are passing through. But after all these calls, after everything, they will keep their ear moved as if they are not hearing what we are saying, as if they are not hearing the cry of
they will
Biafra.
sing music for us. Oh, he's the world, thinking better place, or they go to track 2. We are the world. Who is the heck is the world, man? Who the heck is this world? They are deceiving us. And then somebody wants us to say, oh, let us pray. Did I not worship God here? Why did he not tell me God will bless me because I'm worshiping? He said, don't challenge Chukwu Okike Abiama. Let me tell you, our leader said Ojukwu came with one name. He didn't help us. Now we come with Chukwu Okike Abiama. If Chukwu Okike Abiama failed to defend the honor of his name, we shall come with Amadioha or Shinde or Boko Haram God.
I don't know.
Kirone, God. He gave me not more than 200 years to live on earth here, and I have lived 99 years. I have suffered for 99 years. Why will I want to treasure the rest 109 years to go to that heaven? Don't you see what our plight? But I understand the recreator of the Biafran people is the one who is initiating this system. Because of course, when he said the children of Israel must leave Egypt, they increased their labor and their task. That is why I pray to him every day. Let there be more checking points in Biafra land, more toll gate, more barracks, more Boko Haram. Import all the whole Fulani everywhere in Africa. Let them come to Biafra land because they will. The Fulani we see in Biafra land today, we shall see them no more. Pharaoh heard this message.
Absolutely.
Pharaoh heard this message.
We shall see them no
He
more.
thought he's connected. He's connected to the Messians and the Persians and the Babylonians. He thought he's connected. He had technology. All of you that have put your foot on Biafra land for evil, we will see you no more. Go ahead, my brother. I'm just angry.
Indeed.
And I wonder why you guys, Yoruba on Facebook, have not cut me off. And I'm just very angry, my brother. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I know. I can feel you. I can feel what you are passing through. I can feel the zeal in you. Mazonibe, I can feel it honestly. You know, the Egyptians we see today, we shall see them no. It baffles me a lot. Some of us, our people, you can imagine me and Wodo say that what we should, IPO should come and join. Let's build and look for presidency in 2023. I was really crying when I was reading that article. It really pains me. But so many souls have died for us to get our freedom. So many people have been languishing in abject poverty. So many people are languishing in the prison here. What me and Wodo is vying for is for Igbo presidency 2023. What a mess is this? What kind of humiliation is that? You have really moralized Biafra. Does it mean that we don't know our right? We don't know what we are looking for? Those that we brought Amanda, Timothy that died. He died for Igbo presidency, or he think when he got Igbo presidency, he's going to declare Biafra. On what platform will he use to make pass a bill that will create Biafra or create Igbo presidency? Or he think that the Hausas will allow them to have Igbo presidency, just like FNK. I don't know the blood of FNK. I was relating to his interview. He said that anybody that is still hoping and clamoring for Igbo presidency in 2023 is a moron. And absolutely that person is a moron. He doesn't know anything. Only Biafra is the only thing that will save us. Just listen to the appointment of yesterday. Listen to the whole analysis our leader just gave us today. Just as you also doing from your own analysis too. But some of us will not listen. We are still hoping for something we don't even know how we can achieve that. Mazonibe, be your pen. But only Chukwuka is our strength to give us what we are looking for. And in our own time, what our father could not do, we will do it in our rightful time right now. It's not when we pass, we are going to get it now. Now in our own time, it's not going to take more long. And this is the only option for us to carry that gun they are looking for, they are pushing us to go into. We shall do it and bomb them. We shall bomb the zoo. The zoo must fall. And there will no human being will remain upon the surface of that earth. But it's not possible. I know the Biafra must survive and live and get that to promised land. Thank you, Mazoni, but let me allow others to come make their contribution.
Thank you, my brother. Without apology, we are Biafrans, nothing more, nothing less. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother. Go ahead, your name and where you
from. Yes, my name is Almoka, calling from Nasarawa, 2 countries. My brother is from Yamufu province. My brother, God bless your heart. God bless your heart, plus our leader. Yes. Yes, I hear about talk about the president. Now that will not bother me because I know our leader. All the and the governors and talk about told you that will not bother me because I know my leader. I know my leader. I know you. I know Rafna. I know our deputy. Forget about ours because our leader told us say leave this Babu army. They're coming. Very soon they will know us. That will not bother me because after the living for every day, every morning, every night, that will not bother me again. If another topic come, let us breathe. Forget about those ones because Biafra is here. Biafra is here. So what are they say? What are they pray for now? Every morning, every night, may God bless you. God keep you alive. Anywhere they go, God go to follow you. So forget about Nigeria. Nigeria is dead now. Nigeria is dead. Everybody, make I tell the everybody for Nigeria is supporting Biafra. Even our people. They say this country don't carry them. He said, what did they pay them for Biafra? Every day talking, that's the problem. You don't to start like Boko Haram. Maybe they will tell us maybe start, no problem, we will church. So when I forget, whether they pay for that, may God bless you. All of us is a partner. Anything I want to do, anything I want because to go do it. When I control give us this Bible. Because Radio Biafra, and you only our pastor now. The best man. Go to the family, go to the because you gonna my brother. Our brother go okay for it. In kind this year now. This is really money. Make everybody kind. What about it again? God bless you, my brother. Thank
you very much. Our people must not understand. Sometimes when the spirit of Chukwuka Biamamu, there is little to what we can do. We didn't even look at today's topic, but you have to understand the importance of what we fight for. And then there are certain principles that must be installed. It must be initiated for us to have total freedom. You fasten your seatbelt. Put your energy, your resource, and your vibration to that which will give us our freedom. We will dare hell itself. Some people can say, you can go hellfire. You go. If I said it before, if I die now and I see myself in hellfire or in heaven, I see a Igbo man that will remove their teeth. I will question God. How can I be black man and he's giving me angel Oyibo? I need to see Angelique Chuku. Angelo Nandekano, Angelo Chemefo, Angelo Nyama. Kirone. And I see any angel, Thomas and angel, any angel Oyibo, they're going to lose their teeth and I will break their wings. Let God not forgive me if it's a sin. For he would have been guilty before me. Why can't they be praying with your brain? You think God is stupid? That is why you are giving all your resources to Yoruba. In your bank, they collect money. Everywhere they collect money. Church, they collect money. You're afraid we're going to go to heaven. You think God is that wicked that he will send us to Nigeria? He didn't send us to Nigeria. Somebody put us inside Nigeria and he's keeping quiet and looking at them. He wasn't not the same God who was there when he delivered the children of Israel from bondage. He has his own principle. And honestly, I had no moral standing to challenge the Creator.
Because whatever he does, according to his promises to us, is that everything will work for our good. And so when I talk back, it will work for our good. When I talk good, it will work for our good. Fulani kill you, it will work for our good. Boko Haram lock you up, it will work for our good. We talk, it shall work for our good. If we not talk, it shall work for our good. Because in the end of the day, are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
I am here, Mazi Jojo.
Good morning from here, my
Good morning
Go
to you,
ahead, please.
and good morning to Biafra all over the world. My name is Ipo Onyedikachi Joseph. Joseph, I have British slave name. But Mazi Jojo Nibe, my heart is filled with many words. But I don't know where to start, but I will start somewhere. Mazi Jojo Nibe. This Bible called New Testament that British wrote.
No, don't go to Bible. Don't go to Bible. If you go to Bible, it looks as his religion.
You hit the name of the Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, and Saboteur. And some of them hiding inside IPOB.
They are killing us everywhere. What they are doing to Biafrans in Biafra land, they are doing it to us all over the world. We are here all over the world restlessly. We don't have peace. We don't have peace. We don't have anything. They are suppressing us everywhere. Mazonyibe, me myself, I am tired. Mazonyibe. Let this thing that will happen tomorrow, let it start happening today. Mazonyibe. This thing is no more life. We are no more living. I'm no more living myself. I'm no more living myself. I wake up, I'm crying. I'm walking in the street, I'm crying. I don't have any joy in me, Mazonyibe. Mazonyibe, when will this be over? We should do this thing and let the world finish. Let us finish. Let us do this thing once and for all, Mazonyibe. Mazonyibe, we are dying. We are dying from hunger. We are dying.
Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network will do what they can do, however they want to, or can do what they can do. But I expect the worst from them anyway. Martin Luther King once said, we need leaders who are not in love with money, but in love with justice, not in love with publicity, but in love with humanity. And then some people are there where you are supposed to put your energy and your resources in main issue as a fortress to our life. And somebody is there telling you, trying to read some spiritual principle implications for you. It doesn't work that way. We've been there. We have been there. We've played politics of appeasement among others, but we must continue. So are you there, call on WhatsApp? Good morning from here. Go ahead, please, my brother.
Good morning, sir. The fearless lion with a limitless life. The fearless lion with a limitless life. No, when head out television, cockroach no there for your bed.
Then come, we chop them. Then come, we chop them. We chop them. Then come, we chop them.
The fearless lion.
But of course, what you are saying belongs to God and God alone, my brother. Go ahead.
Give God the glory. I give God the glory for your life. I give God the glory for IPOB because it has never been seen. The lives of IPOB have never been seen in the whole of Africa. If IPOB existed in the 1957, 1960, Africa would be a different place. This is an ordination of God to say, look, Africa, we have to wake up. We have to wake up. Enough is enough. I used to go to a prayer meeting called Enough is Enough. Enough is enough. And we have gotten to that stage. Look at our brothers that went to bury their comrade. See how they treated them. They asked them to denounce Biafra. They said no. If you want to kill us, kill us. We are not denouncing Biafra. And this is the attitude for change. The attitude for change. Did they kill them? No. They flogged them. They wounded them. They disgraced them. But they said they will never denounce Biafra. And the stage I am now is either Biafra or death. Muna ha log on Facebook every day. Nna about how to celebrate. Even the Yorubas, they need freedom. I told one, I said, look, you are in a council flat in Europe, making videos against the Igbos in South Africa. By the time you return back to your Yoruba land will go like para. Biafra is the only hope. I love that song. Biafra is our only hope. And I urge our people to support IPOB. If you're not supporting IPOB, you are a fulefu, and Biafra will never accommodate you. And for your understanding, Biafra is just around the corner. Biafra is just around the corner. Nobody knows the great job the IPOB leadership is doing all over the world. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the massive job Nnamdi Kanu and Uche Mefo and all the leadership of IPOB abroad is doing to make sure that Biafra is realized. We know, and we can confidently tell Biafrans that Biafra is just around the corner. It's just around the corner. Look at the zoo.
Thank you very much.
Our leader said he will destroy the zoo with the truth. When he said that, I said, nah, how can this man destroy the zoo with the truth? Destroy the zoo. But I'm so thrilled how this guy has done it. He's a genius. Nnamdi Kanu is a genius. Listen to his speeches. He's a genius. And every one of you that is working for this cause, you are all genius. We know we'll sell ourselves. God bless you, my brother. I like listening to you, and I love you with the love of Biafra. God bless you.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, honestly. Our people must understand. We've done everything humanly possible to ensure that our issue is looked into. We've not run on the offensive. Nigeria is paranoid because they think we will carry AK-47. But our leaders say they will bleed shame and disgrace. Without AK-47, when we are done with you, somebody say, you are a 9. Before they put G, not to talk of Oria. You have started denying already like Judas Iscariot. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line, are you there?
Hello.
Good morning from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm calling from Oguta, to precise.
Go ahead, please. Hello? Go ahead,
okay,
please.
Sir. Okay. I am Pastor Ifeanyi. Please, I want to thank you because of the work you are doing already. In fact, you are a great man. God will continue blessing you in the name of your Chukwugia Achama. Please, I am not happy this morning because day before his day, what Fulani herdsmen did to our farm. In fact, I wasn't happy. I'm Pastor Ifeanyi from Oguta. In fact, one of my brothers, I and one of my brothers, Chima, they went into our farm and they leveled all our cassava. That is where because we used to manage ourselves here. Some of those cassava, 4 months, 5 months, They are just, their root is just coming up gradually. They level it, and what irritated me is that there are leaves there. Leaves. These are leaves. Very in a vast way. But they went into our farm. Even one of our sisters, our neighbor sister, they just that woman was crying. They did her own is worse. But we don't know what to do. We used to call on radio Nigeria, Vision Africa, all these radios. We used to lament. We used to call and tell them how these people were treating us here. And because of them, they were carrying guns face to face. You will see the gun. You will see their knife. You will see their two double-edged knife. You can never. And when you call boy, they say, what will they do? And all these our things. When you harass them, they say, our people, your king don't take on our money. What do you want us to do? And when you look at them, there's nothing you can do. So I thank God. Even last week, when one of our meetings we went to here, there was a enlistment. That is, many people entered into IPOs. Many. I'm telling you the truth. Many, because if you go everywhere, even in Imo State.
And sorry for interrupting you, every coordinator of IPOB across the globe must watch people who are coming to join IPOB now. Adia Mama, today now, Yawusa Fulani are preaching Biafra more than Indigo. I thought all Indigo with Biafra. And then I say, this Fulani woman is supporting Biafra. All the Kwego, Onyene Sunday, John Money, Yabruko, Ogorogo Machi.
It's true. But in our own unity here, we told them that anybody, I thank God for that, we told them that anybody who, we are, because I told them that I preach God and I preach Nandigalo. This is the only, because for here, before we go to heaven, we must at least, we must enjoy our land. So if I don't preach it, God will judge me. I used to tell them, I preach God and I preach Nandigalo, because we has been taken. In fact, we told them that anybody, so we are marking them, because anybody who want to become a saboteur in our midst, God and God will, that is, remove them. So I know what I'm talking. So there's no problem. These people are warning us, and we don't know what to do, but we are praying.
Thank you.
We are praying for you people. No, they can't know. Our leader, deputy, you're a soldier. And all of you that let us join here. God will continue blessing you. God will continue guiding you. And God will continue giving you long life. You and your family. You and your household. You will be the head of yourself.
God bless you and strengthen you. IPOB is moving forward. Biafra is moving forward. And backward we will never. Chukwu Kabiama, bless you, my Lord. Chukwu Kabiama, keep strengthening. My name is Ginek. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. I was like telling myself this morning that people, the world don't know what IPOB is all about. They are still here to study us. They will go and buy a very big notebook that they will write IPOB. Because if it were then, you will start crying this morning. Because it's food, when it's food your head, then you start crying. Now it's food your head, you blow it and give it back to them. They are coming up clearly. They are coming up small. They will know us one day. They will run, hide, and there will be no place for hiding now. They will not hide again. I want to thank Chukwu Kabiama for this strength. IPOB is coming up. Every day we grow. We grow every day. We grow. We are not going back. We grow every day. Every blessed day we grow. Because I was imagining if it were then that you filled your head like this, you would just start crying. And now they will see that we are growing more and more. The day I know that Biafra have finally come is the day that I heard announcement in the night. We have go and give this good news to all Biafrans all over the world. Look at Crony of Biafra and take this good news to them. Our documents have been signed, sealed, and delivered. After that announcement, my head goes to the sky. I know that Biafra have come. All these ones is just the book is the opening. The books. You know the Bible told us that many books will be brought and the books will be open. The ones that open, they will be passing. The another one will be opening. We will be going. And we'll see where we will end. Whoever that is not having two eyes, the one at the back, one at the front, will not see these things. We are seeing. We know where we will end. We will end up in Biafra. We will end up celebrating. And I want to tell those that are yapping mouth. You know, so many are still confused because they don't understand and they do not follow. You know, our leader always saying, those that are called, they understand. And those that are in spirit should stay there. And those that are not should come in. They don't understand all this. Sometimes I say, this, our leader, my Lord, my Savior, you are giving us a... Those that are not, they should come in. Those that are still yapping, telling, they don't know. I don't know. May Chukwuka Kabiama bless you and bless our leader and keep strengthening him. I understand. He prayed. I followed him up yesterday. He prayed. Chukwuka Kabiama forgive us and answer our prayer.
Thank you.
And may he lead us straight to our land. May he destroy our enemies before they come close to us. Thank you, my Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you. May Chukwuka Kabiama
The
keep
one and
strengthening
only
you.
Gineka. Any other one is counterfeit.
Thank you.
We must continue. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, my
Yes,
dear
my
mentor.
brother, you have about
Good
3
morning,
minutes
George.
because my time is almost up. Go ahead, please. Israeli man.
Okay, thank you, Mazi. Yeah, Mazi, my name is Obimane Chibika. I'm calling from Israel. Mazi, I would have not called this morning, but according to the psalmist or one of the disciples, he says that I'm happy whenever they say, let us go to the house of God. Mazi, it's only people that are in the spirit that will understand what you're saying. Those are in the human flesh cannot understand. Mazi, God give us self-determination in his word when he says, come, let us reason together. Is that not self-determination? When you reason with somebody, this is what I want, this is what I did not want. Mazi, in the Torah, in the Bible, Moses talked to God. When God wanted to kill the children of Israel when they disobeyed him, Moses went to him and said, God, if you kill these people, the Egyptians will say that you are no more strong, that you bring them out and destroy all of them because you cannot take them to their promised land. I'm going to say, it's like you are talking sense, so okay, I will not destroy them, but I must treat them, their nonsense, in their generation of their children. So we reason with God. If there is any God that did not want freedom, that had freedom, that God is not the real God.
It's not, you know, it could be real to other people, but it's not our God. It's not
Exactly,
our God.
Mazi.
Our God say, I know the thought I have for you, the thought of good and not evil, that I may give you your expected end. And our expected end is the restoration of Biafra. Any God that thinks otherwise is not my God, and I have no respect for him. I will wait for him in heaven or in hell. Kirani, why hasn't he taken my life now?
Mazi, you're a prophet. May God bless you. Let me just release the time for you so that you can round up, Mazi. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Our people must not allow themselves to be misled. We challenge nobody. We are truly humble. We love all of you. Sabotua, Boko Haram, we love all of you. But if you stand against us and Biafra, woe betide you. Woe betide you. For the rest or the rest thing left in us, it shall come for all of you. We're not here to conquer you. We don't want to take that which belongs to you. You can come and steal oil. It's okay. We say, let us be. Let us be. No British government, there is no cry. Bob Marley said no woman, no cry. He was saying no British government, no cry. If there is no British government in Africa, there will be no cry. No France in Africa, there will be no crime today. No cry in Africa. I will be signing off from here. Wonderful Biafrans across the globe. Do have a nice day.